Welcome, Gemini, Cancer, to your Astro Dice reading for November. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. And for those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. Okay, using only one of the 12 houses. This message coming out is the sun right off the bat. Look at that. Into some Scorpion energy, going straight into the 6th house. Nice. So going over here into the sun, I like it. This is the part of you. It's talking about your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is involved. Talking about you, yourself. And doing it with some Scorpion energy during this beautiful Scorpion time. This energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. And going straight into the 6th house. And places you like to have fun and do things. If I can find this card, where is it? Is it missing? Nope, there she is. The work, health, and duty of your life. Okay, so straight in here, let's just start off saying this is a very interesting, very beautiful time of the year. This is where we had the new moon that came in on the 1st to reset the rest of the year. Having a beautiful reset, hitting that reset button with the new moon is going to cause major change. Okay, so that in itself is a very big deal, right? It is a big deal. It's as big deal as it is for, a Lion's Gate, a solar eclipse. It's a big deal. It changes things. It embraces new things. It allows you to reset things, let things go, rework things that you feel like, you know what, I haven't really had time to do this and that. But the letting go and the reset is so different. It's a huge transformation during the time of Scorpio season. It's going to transform everything differently, placing things in new areas within your life. And we're talking about the sun over here. So we're talking about walking right into this with a little bit of friction. Yes, you might feel a little distracted, having a little bit of discord, but it's within yourself. And it starts within yourself because of the sun, and then it can move out to other people because somebody could really, be kind of on your nerve. But it's a lot of friction within self. It's a lot of feeling like maybe my success is fleeting from me. I'm not getting to the places I want to be. So this is having the discord in those feelings within yourself. Feeling like you could do so much better. And really having this at this time, and the portal is still open, will give you the opportunity to really reset it the way you want to reset it, manifest, remanifest, maybe rescript what you want through your manifestations, and really setting a new tone for yourself. It's very important. That way, if we see the failures of what we did not like, or we see things that are not going our way, we can say we can rescript this and get this going, rethink this process. And it's going to start within yourself, the sun. Getting into your own destiny, your own legacy, remanifesting, meaningful change and manifestation in your work environment, your 6th house, the work, the health, the duty of your life, making and embracing maybe better, healthy habits, whatever it is that you're doing. But it is definitely this time now that is really encouraging you to embrace it. Don't sit on it and don't let it just discourage you and be upset about it, but really embrace it and bring it into, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do this instead. This is where I'm going to make it matter. I'm tired of the friction. I'm tired of the fleeting success. I'm Tired of it. We're going to do something. I'm going to figure out something. But you know what's beautiful is that the Scorpion energy could also bring up that beautiful creativeness within you. And definitely you're going to really feel that creativeness coming out during the full moon, the 15th in Taurus. It's going to run with Uranus. It's going to make a sudden change. What is Uranus? The sudden change, the tower, the awareness, the awakening. So even if you're thinking about it now, by the time the big month comes, you can say, this is where I really want to be. This is where I'm going to really make it happen. I'm going to think about it now. Excuse me. And then rework it. And by the full moon, I'm going to embrace it and really manifest on it again. So it's going to give you this whole month of Scorpio energy to really embrace it and really bring in the new. Guys, you gotta love that. Right? You have to love that because that's really telling a tale of how you can succeed to really move this towards what it is you truly want for the end of the year, going straight into the beginning of the year. Yes, because right now it's talking about having a little bit of hesitation. But it's also saying it's time to be fearless. Don't sit and think about it. Don't be incisive. Just think about what it was. Actually, I'm going to move this over. You might not be able to see it. I think I had it over too far. There we go. Now you can see it. Okay, so you have the Knight of Pentacles is saying it's going to be a slow and steady. Work on this growth, having this achievement, going after those good investments. But it does feel like you were kind of holding back from those routines. But Spirit is saying right now is not the time to hold back from those routines. It's time to get to the hard work. It's time to get steady going into the 6th house, getting what it is you truly want. Understanding that whatever you facilitate right now and really being open and honest about this situation with yourself, the sun, right? You can really explore what it is you truly want or how to get to it, making things stand out for yourself. Okay. I mean, seriously, this is the sun. It's about yourself. It's not about others. You can think about others, you know, because what happens is like you can say, but I'm thinking about my family. Okay, well, how is your family going to do anything you're going to do? And it's going to have to start with you. Think about if you're a single parent, you could be thinking about your kids, but it's not like your kids are just going to, you know, you see what I'm saying? They can't start without you. So you start with yourself and work it out to everybody else. Right? Because you're going to become your legacy. That's your destiny. That's you becoming this shining star. You becoming brave. You going after those goals. Healing those situations within yourself. Heal your own mind and say, you know what? I don't need this frustration. Healing is not always something so deep that it's like from like childhood trauma. It doesn't have to be that. It's just healing from those thoughts. If I'm thinking negative right now and I'm thinking down on myself, I need to heal myself and say, you know what? You need to start thinking more positive, Missy. That's where healing is. Healing doesn't always have to be something so huge. It's just like wealth. It doesn't have to be I'm a millionaire, right? It's not always what everybody thinks it is. Healing is just activating that positivity within yourself to say, get a hold of yourself, get a grip, right? If I'm always frustrated, I'm always here, I'm never going to move anything. That's why I'm stuck. No, you're going to find that. And it's going to, what the healing does is it re-energizes you, right? And then it puts you into this new connection with your soul, the sun, your soul, your higher self, who you truly are, bringing you back alive to make those meaningful changes for those manifestations. Right? Absolutely. 7 of Cups. Absolutely. These thoughts is now opening up the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups says, when I think and I heal and I recharge, I have all these opportunities. I'm bringing in that success through thought, through understanding, bringing in my own affection as well for myself. saying, you can do this. You got this. Bringing in that power of passion and affection towards yourself, exerting all of that expression to yourself. That's the healing. That's true healing. I'm saying I love myself enough to say, you know what? No, I'm not going to sit over here. I got to go. No, because you're only looking at the ups and downs of what the poor risks of fortune might be. If you're only looking at the negative energies and your cons are outweighing your pros, we have a problem. And that's what it's saying. Put those problems aside and look at the overall, right? Look at the overall energy that's coming in. Allow yourself to stand out. Be that shining star with the star card. Making this making this your time to showcase what it is you're worth. You know what you're worth. Don't tell yourself you're not worth more than that, because you know you're worth more. We're all worth something, and we all have things that are going to make us beautiful. So the beginning of the month, you are the rat. Be true to yourself, and the universe will reward you. Wow. Okay, so going to the mid-month, I'm doing everybody's readings a little different, and then some kind of the same. So going to the mid-month, this is where this, I feel like the Scorpion energy is, really going to take hold, really in the mid-month. I just feel it. It's already kind of worked its way into, because the sun, I feel, is really powerful here in the beginning of the month, but I feel like that Scorpion energy for you is really going to come through. You have somebody who wants to take away your swords. They don't want to see you success. They want to sneak around. They want to win at all costs. They want to be your competition. They want to have this loss, this disagreement with you. They're trying to tell you, this, that, the other, right? But this is where you're going to come to the situation where, even though you feel like you're burned out and you're having a little bit of struggles and you're, have this kind of time for release, it's a very intense motion, right? You might feel like, it's time to get rid of things that no longer serve me in this unpredictable way. Now, this is going to be the time of that full moon where you're going to feel like everything's kind of coming towards me. There's that tower, right? There's that Uranus coming through with that Taurus energy, but it's saying you're going to feel like you're carrying all the weight and all the burdens. But remember, you're going to release that, guys. You need to release that to become the King of Wands, right? Because it says, I really want to stay focused and see the bigger picture to this situation, really overcoming this challenge. I'm not going to allow them to challenge me like this anymore, or allow myself to steal my own happiness for self-sabotage. 5 of Swords and 7 of Swords can be also self-sabotage. So if you know that it's just you trying to self-sabotage the situation because you still haven't had the overall struggle release itself yet, it's okay though. It's not like things are going to just magically come over. It's not, magic is not a pill. It's of the brain. Oh, and I just did a short on that for my other channel, guys. We're using a certain kind of music. I'm trying to think of what it's called, like a stimulation music that helps that. But I just said that on the other short. Those of you who watch the second channel, you know what I'm talking about. But it's definitely, I was talking about how, you change things magically with your mind, you know what I'm saying, by reaching certain frequencies, and positive thinking and stuff comes from the mind, not a magic pill. That totally reminds me of this. I did that yesterday, I believe it was. So 8 of Pentacles over here. Yeah, you have the future over here. And it's kind of like, yeah, well, I'm looking for my future. I'm going after my future. 8 of Pentacles. Or 8 of, yeah, Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. I'm looking for what it is I'm truly looking for, right? I'm focused on what it is right here because I'm focused on overcoming the challenges. I do feel like this is another person. I think they're trying to come in. I think I do feel this is what I really truly feel about this. I feel like you get to this point to where you're true to yourself, right? You become this rat, and you're overcoming this, you're rebuilding things around yourself, you become more focused on becoming the bigger picture, understanding, becoming that leader, and somebody comes in and they want to kind of abuse the power of what it is you truly just did. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to unravel everything, all the healing you just did within that situation, trying to bring you down, trying to make themselves stand out in the crowd. I feel like it could be competition at work or something. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here because it's a general reading, but it does feel like it could be someone who's trying to make themselves look better by making themselves stand out, trying to showcase themselves in a way, but it's very sneaky and it's very, it could even be have a lot to do with like misconduct, abusing the power. Um, like for instance, they're trying to tell the boss they did all the work when they didn't do all the work. You did all the work. Do you see what I'm saying? So, and it does feel like they're trying to take that stardom away from you. They're trying to take that away from you, or they're trying to tell you something like you're not good enough, and they try to take your swords away from you, which is taking your power away. So somehow or another, they're taking your power away to try to gain it to themselves, or just because they're assholes. Plain and simple. Okay, just because they don't want you to have the spotlight, or they don't want you to feel good, right? Or they see you coming up and up on your pedestal, and you're getting this attention. They don't like that. They could be jealous. But this is the embarrassment. Oh my God, this is the embarrassment for them. But it also feels like they may be trying to embarrass you. But it's kind of crazy. Sorry, guys. I got this dry throat all of a sudden. I am editing things out, though. I do feel like they're embarrassing themselves by trying to embarrass you, but I do feel like you do get embarrassed until all of a sudden they become embarrassed. So it's kind of like one of those situations that backfires on them by them trying to embarrass you about a situation. They end up hurting themselves because it almost feels like somebody's gonna call them out for it. Like, why would you say something like that? That's a jerk move to do. You see what I'm saying? So I do feel like in the end, they end up embarrassing themselves while they're trying to embarrass you. And it looks like it could be in the workplace, or it could be overwork. Yeah. It's not balanced, though. It's going to come back on them. It's at their disadvantage to do such a thing. Wow. They're totally called out by this. In fact, they could be called out by this Queen of Hearts over here, this Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Or even could be, yeah, it looks like Pisces because I got the High Priestess here. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Definitely this Pisces could be calling them out, being like, well, that was a jerk move, and then embarrassing them because it looks like no matter what, they're seeing what's going on within this situation and they're standing up for you. They're going to see them as a dangerous woman because that comes back at them. Looks like they're being called out by the situation. If it's not a Pisces that's calling out the situation, they may be calling out on this Pisces. Okay, the person who's attacking you. I don't feel like it's a Pisces who's attacking you, though. It feels like this that it would be the Pisces who's literally standing up for you. I mean, she's coming up. Yeah. Yeah, Three of Cups. Someone standing up for you. That's how they get embarrassed. Ooh, it feels like could be a very large group of people. I mean, they could just embarrass you. I mean, you can get very, very embarrassed just by being with one friend, and have somebody call you out for something nonsense. I mean, but it does feel like there could be other people like around. when they say this, like a group of people who could hear this situation, and this Pisces comes in and steps in to like protect you. You're like, psh. And then that makes them very embarrassed. In fact, their embarrassment is worse than your embarrassment. Literally. Yeah, absolutely. And you got 77 over here, so you're protected by the divine. Wow. Divinely protected. It's like this person's there for the right reasons at the right time. They're protecting your overall, who you are. End of the month. Still in protection mode, still trying to get past this devil. Who is this person? And then there's that tower. So it looks like you might be having 2 tower moments. I don't know who this person is. I think they're the ones in the whole beginning of why you feel so frustrated. Here comes that challenge again. This person is the whole reason you're so challenged. It's like, as if in life we didn't have our own challenges with our own selves to have to deal with. I mean, so if you know what was your own self that you had to deal with, I mean, just out of your own mind, and it didn't have to do with them. I mean, just battling your, we battle ourselves every day. We don't need somebody else to get in the way, right? I mean, and then I just feel like they're coming to get in the way, but I feel like they've been here for a while for some of you. Maybe they're making a return. Down here, we are going to have a Mercury retrograde. So the 25th of November, we are going to get into this Mercury retrograde until December 15th. So it does feel like they're really going to make themselves very, very known over here and try to popularize themselves to this situation and try to. It's almost like they're trying to redefine themselves as something wonderful. That's not it, though. But I do see you rethinking the idea again, loving that, because there you are again, rethinking about how you're going to get out of that situation, doing that once again. Here we go with that manifestation. I'm rethinking this situation. I'm making those meaningful challenges and meaningful challenges into changes. So there you have it again. You guys are, you're just keep going strong, working on that soul and that manifestation and what it is you truly want. Going strong with that all month. I mean, that's, wonderful. But you do have this devil sitting over here that really wants to come and, showcase themselves as arrogant, bringing that focus to themselves, trying to take the focus off of you, putting yourself with hope over here. Oh, there it comes. It's all over. It's all done. That's it. You're getting rid of the self-limiting beliefs because of the devil. There it is. It's all done. It's all done. You know what? It doesn't matter because once that tower comes in again towards the end of the month, it changes everything. That was the last one. It was like boom, it's all over now. That was the unexpected to the expected. That's what you needed in the 6th house. Whether this is at work or at the gym or wherever this is within your 6th house, it's saying there it is. Bam. That's the disaster, the awakening that you need to see the ultimate change of the world over here. Changing it. This is going to change your Ace of Cups from upside down to right side up. Why? Because you're going to have the Knight of Clubs over here. There it is, taking your power back. Right here. Like I said, because you're going to become the King of Wands, and this is where you're fighting hard in the mid-month for it, and here it is. Definitely getting through it, not allowing that anymore, knowing that you're leaving this situation, leaving this self-limiting beliefs, leaving this devil behind, not allowing this person to do anything before. And it's almost like any resentments or any Anything that they were trying to do towards you, it's now freeing itself. Yeah, it's all over. It's done. That tower releases everything. You needed that tower. That tower absolutely needed. Most towers are. Yeah. That's the overall right there. The rebirth of the letter and having the King of Pentacles coming in. This King of Pentacles is a very important man or woman that comes into this situation, help freeing this situation, giving you that extra money, giving you that extra handout, giving that overall abundance, that prosperity, that, whatever felt like was delayed is now coming towards you. Wow. And that's going to make this conflict, whether it's with yourself or this other person, which I do feel for a lot of you, it's another person, it's going to make them stop in their tracks and they're not coming. That's it. It's over. This is going to bring that closure that you need. That Taurus full moon on the 15th is going to emphasize everything, bring in that tower, bring in that inner reflection that you need, and boom, closure. So any hidden emotions that are there, guys, are going to be done. You're completely healed now, and everything is going to be at peace. This person is leaving. They're not returning for this situation. Everything's coming to a closure. See, it's from here, from this message to this message, but because of this message is the same person, could be a Taurus, from that message to that message, but in between that message is where it's going to build you back up to overcome those obstacles. And it says, nope, I'm all done now. And then it's going to bring that up. Yeah. Because it's going to bring the ultimate change to the situation. Those connections and all those partnerships are going to be done. So about 4 days later or so, you're going to have this new, beautiful, bam, it's all done. It's all over. Everything's done. I would say 4 to 7 days because of the way the numbers are on the cards for the majority of you. But I'm just saying, absolutely. Why? Why also? Because 1, 1, 1, and 1. So I'm just counting. All the 10s break down to 1. Right? So if all the 10s break down to 1, then you have 4. So that's 4 days. And then we have here where you get your inner strength. So it could be just, that's why I said 7. Because 5 plus 2 is 7. So I'm just looking at these numbers going, this is the way it's going to be ran down. This is the way it's going to build itself. And it could even be I would say 4 days towards the end of the month, the first 4 days, the end of the month. And it could be literally you're starting to get that. Because remember, this is the end of the month. So it could even be by the 7th of December, you really feel that boom impact. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So, I mean, if we really look at kind of like the good luck areas of the day, the numbers that are really standing out for the good luck of the day are definitely 7, 9, and 26. Okay. So we can write those down if you want to, because that's really what it looks like. The challenging days are definitely the 1st, the 3rd, probably around the 18th, the 14th. Okay. And definitely around, definitely the 23rd. So you can look at those as kind of like challenging days. You might even want to use those for lottery numbers, all those good luck days, right? Those good luck, that's 3. I can't give you all 6 because I don't know, right? I'm not going to go that far, but 7 looks like a challenging day though as well. So be careful the 7th on that one. And then it looks like 7 days afterwards. So it's almost like you got one day that's like 7 is like kind of a challenge, but then you have 7s that are also good. Wow. Wow. Talk about imbalance.